Astagfirullahaladzim, ya Allah. Ancok matamu. Astagfirullahaladzim.
It looks back. Over on the channel, RX Files explore Indonesian paranormal investigator Chu does a live solo investigation of the infamously haunted Tayu Hospital on the Indonesian island of Java. Tayu Hospital was built way back in 1933, and over its 80-year history, it began to develop a very bizarre reputation. Many patients who were treated at Tayu Hospital claimed to see the ghostly figure of an old nurse roaming its hallways. They also said that they had seen the terrifying apparitions of patients who had passed away inside the old hospital. And some even claimed to experience horrible hallucinations, like bloody footprints running up the walls that no one else could see. Tayu Hospital closed its doors in 2015 and has been left abandoned ever since. Paranormal investigator Chu is completely alone with nothing but a flashlight and his phone as he broadcasts his investigation live to his streaming audience. As Chu roams the hospital grounds, he starts to hear a few strange sounds here and there, but it doesn't seem to bother him. But then, Chu begins to ask that the alleged spirits that haunt the hospital let him know that they are there. And this is when things start to get creepy.
Udah, suara-suara saja. Tunjukkan semua ejakulasi kalau memang kalian ada di sini. Lingkau.
A hospital stretcher moves by itself, frightening Chu so much that he begins to shake uncontrollably. But things are about to get much worse. Chu decides that he's had enough of the outdoors and heads inside to explore the hospital's halls and rooms. But he starts to hear the disturbing sound of a bell ringing from somewhere inside the building. When he looks for the source, something happens that shocks him to his core.
Weh, banyak kekeliau tak? Ya! Ada, ya Allah, ya Allah.
The exit door slams shut right behind him and an ominous voice can be heard. But most terrifying of all, something seems to quickly peek out at Chu from inside one of the hospital rooms. Chu is terrified and quickly heads for another section of the hospital. But as Chu continues to explore, things just seem to get worse and worse.
Oh, what? I don't even know if I have part two. I have part two. No way, what?
Astagfirullahaladzim, ya Allah.
What? There's no way!
Chu jumps when he suddenly sees what appears to be the eerie apparition of a girl standing just inside an empty storage room. Gathering all of his courage, he charges toward the creepy figure, but it disappears into thin air. Chu is now seriously freaked out and just wants to leave, but his live audience has other ideas.
It was live?
He gets bombarded with requests in his live chat to go back inside the hospital just one more time and explore some of the abandoned rooms. As you might guess, it did not go well.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Saya ngecium bau nggak enak teman-teman di sini. Astagfirullahaladzim ya Allah. Astagfirullahaladzim ya Allah. Ancok matamu. Astagfirullahaladzim ya. Allahu Akbar ya Allah. Ya Allah, ya pergi penceng mana jantung anjing.
Chu freezes when he spots a woman in what looks like a hospital gown sitting on a bed inside one of the hospital rooms. She doesn't move, but her head seems to drop backwards to look at Chu as if it's not attached to her body. And with that, Chu has had enough. He ends his live stream and just gets out of there. So what do you think is going on here? Could the hospital really be haunted? Either way, real or not, whatever that is absolutely terrifying.
This was live. This was live. This was live.
A Leopard Inn. Nearly 300 years ago, in the early 1700s, the Leopard Inn and Pub was built in the thriving town of Burslem, England. The inn was a huge success, and people from all over would visit to stay the night or to have a few pints in the downstairs pub. However, the Leopard's Inn's history is also marred by many tragic events. One of the most notable episodes in the inn's dark history is the violent passing of a lady of the night in one of the upstairs rooms. Her life was taken by an angry and very violent customer. It is said that both of their spirits are trapped inside the Leopard Inn, doomed to wander its halls for all eternity. Visitors and workers at the inn claim to have had terrifying experiences with one of these spirits. Some say that the dark, shadowy figure of a man follows and attacks people at the inn, sometimes touching or pushing them, or even grabbing them by the throat. Ghost hunters Jeff and Phil from the YouTube channel Ghost Tech Paranormal Investigations travel to the Leopard Inn with their cameraman Pete. They hope to catch supernatural activity on camera, and what they encounter is truly chilling. The team installs several static cameras throughout the inn, and then they start to explore. Almost immediately, they capture something unexplainable in the second floor hallway.
What the? Whoa! What was that?
It was really cold behind me as well.
Yeah, I've just gone cold. Did you feel that?
Yeah, I felt it.
Where did it come from, Pete?
Big gas, well not gas, but a lot of cold air come into my back from there.
Something's moving down that way as well.
Yeah, and a bit of
Something moving.
Bring your K2 in here, Jeff.
A lot of cold air come into my back from there.
Something's moving down that way as well.
After hearing the bizarre, unexplained footsteps, the Ghost Tech team continues to investigate in hopes of finding the source of the mysterious sound. Now, this is when Phil starts to experience some very strange and creepy encounters. The first time it happens, Phil is on the 3rd floor, conducting a spirit box session.
Is there anybody here in this hallway at the moment? Okay, something just pulled me on the back of my thing.
Back of your jumper.
Yeah, on my hood.
Okay, that's good.
Yep. Okay, so I take it you are with us.
Phil just laughs off the tug on his coat, but then it happens again.
Don't touch me, Jeff.
Phil,
Yeah.
hold on a sec. You see when you said someone touched you?
Yeah.
Did you laugh?
No. Point where something touched me.
I don't know if there's a part 2, but in the beginning of this, I could have sworn when I was like, "Oh, what was that?" I'm gonna look back now, actually, but before I do, I think it looked like there was a freaking person in the closet, like scrunched up or something. I don't know. I'm gonna go look back right now. All right, so I'm not crazy. There is something there, but I think it's just a doll. And to be fair, I didn't know at the time it was a doll. I thought it was a fucking ghost.
Yo, what the?
A cry for help. TikTok user Ali McDaniel from Raleigh, North Carolina says that he just returned from a fishing trip when he heard something odd coming from a nearby public toilet. Perhaps the sound of a screeching animal. He pulls out his phone and moves closer to film the odd sound. But it turns out it's not the sound of an animal at all.
Yo, what the? What the? Oh. There's nobody in here. Yo!
A woman can be heard screaming desperately for help from inside the public restroom. But when Ali goes inside and checks, he soon realizes that there's no one there. Shocked by the experience, he posts his video to TikTok, and many concerned viewers believe that he might have caught a spirit, or possibly even a skinwalker. But what do you think?
Yo, what the?
Ooh, that gave me goosebumps. Dun, 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 dun. What do you think that was? Ooh.
Caught on camera. A Reddit user that goes by the name Failed Talk Show Host lives with his girlfriend in a small apartment in Denver, Colorado. Sometimes the couple hears strange noises in their apartment, but they never really thought much of it. That is until the Reddit user buys a brand new Samsung phone with a new night mode feature, meaning that the phone can take vivid, highly optimized photos even in the dark. He decides to try out the feature, so he turns off all the lights and snaps a few photos around his apartment. When he looks back at the results, he is shocked to see an unfamiliar figure standing in the kitchen cupboard. Confused and worried, the user posts his photo to Reddit to get opinions on what he could have captured. After many requests, the Redditor decides to leave a camera recording overnight as he and his girlfriend sleep. When the couple reviews the recorded footage the next day, they discover something absolutely terrifying.
Gee.
Someone or something can be seen moving around in the dark, and whatever it is looks very similar to the figure in the previous photo. So could it be that their apartment is haunted? Or just what is this? Let me know what you think.
You want to know what I think? The first thing that came to my mind when I saw that is that it looks like John Wick.
House in here somewhere. Are you serious? Dude, it's dark. I can't find it.
Turn the lights on. Turn the lights on.
Dude, I'm not staying in the house. Turn the lights on.
Just over your shoulder. This next video is a bit of a mystery, as it was posted nearly 13 years ago to an anonymous YouTube channel called LeBron Who 422. The video description says that the channel owner and his two friends were hanging out in the basement of their shared home for the very last time before moving out. They're recording a few videos to remember their time at their old home when things take a terrifying turn.
Lois, what are you doing?
Dude, come on, man. I just lost like 50 bucks in cards.
You can get over it.
I know. I'm gonna just have to.
Stacko, what are you doing over there?
I think I found a.
Up to the sound.
I'll do it.
I can't see anything.
There's no mouse in here.
There's something in there.
There's not.
Did you get it?
I can't see it.
Dude, did you get the mouse trail?
Mouse was really getting fine. Oh, whatever.
Did you see it? Someone or something can be seen standing behind one of the friends just inside the basement storage area. But when they go inside and turn on the light, there's nothing there. So did the group of friends accidentally capture evidence of the paranormal inside their basement? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide.
I think this one is just an elaborate hoax, but I digress. I don't even know if I use that word properly. Who cares? What that looks like is the thing from Tales from the Crypt, if you know what I'm talking about.
A phantom favor. Security guard Freddy works at a busy construction site in Texas. He says that during a night shift, a construction worker named Jose needed help moving a giant heavy wooden cable reel. Jose is relieved when a fellow worker who he's never met suddenly offers to help him out. After they move the heavy cable reel, Jose looks back over to thank the young man, but he's disappeared. Jose reports what happened to the security guard Freddy and to his foreman, but they tell Jose that he was the only worker on duty that night. He was completely alone on the job site. So as a matter of site security, they check the CCTV footage and they're shocked by what they find. And this is where things get really weird, because Jose spots a photo on the wall inside the office and recognizes the man in the picture as the man who helped him out that night. Security guard Freddy and Jose's foreman are chilled to their core. Because you see, the man Jose points out in the photo passed away over 7 years ago. The man's name was Alan Lopez, and back in 2015, when he was only 21 years old, he was hit by a truck on the job site and passed away almost instantly. Security guard Freddy decides to post the bizarre footage on TikTok, but after receiving some backlash, he decides to actually show just how difficult it is to move one of the heavy wooden cable reels.
No chance. Even if you pushed it hard enough, it's not rolling that far and it's coming back.
So could it be that Jose received help from the ghost of Alan Lopez, whose spirit is still wandering the job site? Let me know down in the comments.
Oh man, that's crazy. But all I can think about is I really hope Alan Lopez is not doomed to an eternity of work. That would suck. If you have to go to work when you're dead, Oh my God, man. Visitors.
The Night Visitor. Nuke's Top 5 subreddit poster VegetableSoft2865 says that in the middle of the night her 2-year-old son woke up and got out of bed. She put him back down and then decided to check her baby camera to see what might have disturbed him. What she found was truly shocking. Did you see it? Something seems to be touching or moving the child's ear as he tries to sleep. The movement is so aggressive that it actually wakes the little boy up, and he grabs at his ear and then looks around to see who or what was touching him. Redditor VegetableSoft2865 says that her son has never been able to move his ears on his own, especially not the top of his ear, and she believes that something paranormal could be in her home. But, as always, let me know what you think.
What do you think that is? The title of that video, or the little thing, the caption, like, really is creepy. The dead babysitter? Do you think that was a dead babysitter or an elaborate hoax? YouTube, that is all I have for you today. I am Nick, the Babadook of YouTube. Let me know what your favorite clip in this episode was. Mine was the first one that we saw. The second one that we saw scared the hell out of me. And what drives me crazy is those were live. I'm perplexed. Send the video to someone you think would enjoy it, and then drop your social security number in the comments. Last 4 digits will do, donkey. That'll do. I appreciate you stopping by. I appreciate you stopping by so much, I made you a couple videos.